Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back with my closing thoughts on Monday Night Raw, this episode streaming on October 6th, 2025. So it started off with Roman Reigns coming out, cutting his promo, ultimately setting up his match against Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight for Perth, Australia, happening this Saturday at a special start time of 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. my time, which I will probably not be up to watch it if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to be sleeping and I'm going to rewatch it later on ESPN's platform, the direct-to-consumer platform where they're now charging us $30 a month just to watch the content, right? But no, I'm not really excited about that match. I honestly think they had a great match at was it WrestlePalooza? If I'm not, no, it wasn't WrestlePalooza. It was at SummerSlam. Their match was at SummerSlam, and I thought that was a really good match between the two gentlemen. However, I'm not excited to see them run it back, to be completely honest with y'all. I'm really not excited to see them run it back. We had a match between Io Sky, and Kyrie Sane. Honestly, that match was a little bit underwhelming. The match that actually stole the night for me was the Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch match. Maxine has finally looking competent in the ring. She still has a lot of work to do. But compared to where she was in August to where she is now, and obviously Becky Lynch carried her. Becky tried to carry her that first match, but Maxine did not look as good or as fluid in the ring as she did today against Becky Lynch, which is great for Maxine. She's been a part of the company now for, I think, a little bit over 5 years. And now we're seeing her really develop into something in the ring that she could be proud of. Anthony Luke, her boyfriend, who we've seen on LFG, he's got natural in-ring ability, who has a future with the company. It's nice to see Maxine Dupree actually doing something. Seth questioning if he can beat Cody. Just the cinematography, the way they're shooting it, the way they're telling that story, I think it's beautiful. I think Seth ultimately beats Cody with the help of the Vision at Crown Jewel. Maybe Randy comes in, but I think Randy ultimately costs Cody, and that sets them up for their feud for the WWE Championship here in the near future. That's why I ultimately think Cody loses and Seth ultimately wins, because Randy's going to come out to try to help Cody, and then it'll ultimately cost Cody the Crown Jewel Championship, which I think is very smart, very cool. The Usos, that storyline between the Bloodline, Roman trying to influence Jay to embrace the heel nature so he could get his World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, become the World Heavyweight Champion again. That storytelling, it's magnificent, and I'm actually all invested for it. I think ultimately what happens is Jimmy embraces the Bloodline again. They all become heel, and then it'll be the Vision versus the Bloodline, and the Vision in that scenario will be the baby face, which is kind of ironic because the Vision is supposed to be a heel faction. Judgment Day, not really a central focus. They had a really good match with AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, and Penta El Cero Miedo. Ultimately Rusev coming out to try to run interference on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Dom just splitting out. I think they're just feeding the seeds, watering that Dirty Dom getting kicked out of the Judgment Day storyline, which I think ultimately is going to happen here sooner rather than later. Now, my question is, when Liv Morgan is finally cleared to come back, what are they going to do with her? Because we've all still think on screen they're still supposed to be together. Now, obviously, they haven't really mentioned Liv a lot lately, and that Roxanne Perez Dirty Dom storyline, that looks like it's kind of just come to a halt. Sometimes, yeah, they'll feed into it, but not really that much. Roxanne Perez had a good match with Lyra Valkyria. We're obviously going to get some sort of tag team match between Lyra and Bailey versus Roxanne and Raquel, and I'm excited for it. I think that's going to be a stellar tag team matchup between the two ladies. And one thing's for damn sure, WWE's women's tag team division is super deep, and that's at the detriment of the United States Women's Championship, and at the cost of, like, for example, Stephanie Vaquer's women's world heavyweight championship or women's world title. She doesn't really have any real contenders coming for it after her match with Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany, they're just rinsing and repeating her rivalry with Jade Cargill, which is fine, but I would like to see Tiffany in her reign be better, especially because she's the longest reigning champion right now that WWE has. And yeah, overall, this episode very entertaining from beginning to end. And yeah, go check it out on Netflix, guys. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching the latest episode of N1 from the End Zone with your favorite host, King N.P.V. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Always remember, desire is power. If you desire to be great, you have the power to be great. Please hit on that. Please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree with my takes. And also go check out Port City Uncensored, A&A Radio, Smacks TTV, Shady Mob Podcast with your boy King N.P.V. and Alex the Man Angela. We got a lot of stuff coming, and I hope you guys really do enjoy everything. That being said, I will see y'all's next time.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops. Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, Smacks here. If you guys like gaming, swing over to Twitch, Smacks_TTV, live most nights. Stop by, say hi, drop a follow.
Port City Uncensored. Real talk, real people, minus the trolls. Join us Thursdays at 8 on YouTube, X, and Facebook. From the streets to City Hall, you never know who'll show up or what they'll say next. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, and pack a lunch.